I always sensed there was something weird about the new wing from the first time I went in there. There was kind of a smoky smell.
Where the new wing is, there used to be a TB sanatorium. My mother talked about it. And about the fire that burned it down back in 1948. The staff had got all the patients out, but one nurse went back in to check. She never came out again.
It's back again. That smoky smell.
Ah, the famous spectre. Or a patient sneaking a cigarette, more likely. Have a good night.
Okay, go get the pipe again. Now, I'll get the patients out.
That's right, Shortland Street Clinic.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, there's a fire in the new wing. Fire department's on their way.
What's going on? This isn't a drill. Where's Steve?
Trying to get the patients out.
Jackie, you and Joe go and give them a hand. Get them out the back way. Jenny, come with me. We'll get the patients from the old wing and take them out the front.
I'm sorry about this. I was meant to look after the shop while Mum and Dad were away. I suppose I should pay a few bills before I pick her up from the airport.
You left it a bit late, haven't you?
Well, as long as they're paid. What does it matter when? I'm just sorry to cut into our evening like this. Seems like ages since you had a night off. And here I am playing secretary to Dad.
Never mind. Life as of late has been a bit hectic for the both of us.
Hectic is not the word.
I had a good talk with Jenny today, though.
Talk, what about?
Oh, she just helped set me straight on a few things.
Like what?
You know, relationships.
What about them?
Nothing specific. Like, you know me, where relationships are concerned, I need all the help I can get.
Oh.
What's that?
Sir Bruce Warner, private and confidential.
Hey?
Thought it was a bill.
Oh. I've got to go back and find my bag. I tell you, I told you I wanted to find my bag. Can I go back to the shop?
It's all right.
Find them out and get the all clear.
Here, Mr. Joseph. Now wrap up and try and keep moving. Is that everyone?
Yeah, I think so. It better be. It's getting pretty hard to breathe in there.
You'll be safe here.
Put this around you. Mrs. Walton? Mrs. Walton, will you just stay in the one place for 5 minutes, please? Yeah, put this around you.
The fire department should be here any minute now. Should keep you a bit warmer. That around you.
What's happening? Why is everyone outside?
There's a fire in the new wing.
In the new wing, that's where the other fire was. Gina, I need you to organise some hot drinks for the patients. Can you do that?
That's what the ghost was trying to warn us about. Gina.
The smoky smell, it's 1948 all over again. Gina, I haven't got time for all this mumbo-jumbo. Will you please get the drinks? Leonard! Dr. Dodds.
He was on duty tonight.
Jenny, have you seen him?
No.
Gina, don't! But he might be trapped in the inferno. Here he comes. Come on, Louise.
Leonard, are you all right?
Quite all right, really.
Leonard, that was so brave.
Just doing my job.
Wow. This feels so weird.
What does?
Packing my whole life into boxes.
This is the first time you've had to ship.
Yeah, I've lived here all my life.
Man, I've been packing and moving around all my life. You learn to travel light.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, don't worry. I mean, I wouldn't be too sad about leaving this place. It's not exactly the most exciting house in the world, is it?
Rachel, Wasn't it time you were heading home?
Yes, Mrs. Nelson.
See ya.
I didn't know you were seeing that girl again.
Yeah, I'm not a baby anymore, Mum, and it's hardly any of your business, is it?
Well, it's going on under my roof. It certainly is my business.
Or is it? Your roof, I mean. Legally speaking, it probably isn't anymore.
Don't be so cheeky.
All I'm saying is let me live my life, and if I stuff up, then you can say I told you so.
Well, it's up to you, Stuart. Go on seeing her if you must. Just make sure you're ready and packed when the carriers arrive.
Fine.
Well, the good news is I found a house in my price range. I'm sure you'll like it. When do you want to have a look?
Anytime.
Mom, where are you? Mom! Mom, can you hear me? Mom! Is that you? Mom! Wait!
Leonard?
Just breathe deeply, Mrs. Jordan.
I went to the loo, and when I got outside, there was no one around, just those bells ringing. Then I heard Dr. Dodd's calling.
It's all right, Louise. Just relax. Steve, is everyone accounted for out the back?
Yeah, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
Jo's in here, is she?
Where is she?
She's not with you?
Back in the building.
How do you know that?
I don't know, I just feel it.
Steve, come back!
Jo! Yell if you can hear me! Jo! Jo? Jo! Yeah, it's okay, mate. With me, it's all right. So there you go. It's okay.
Damn fools. How long have they been in there?
I'm sorry, I'm doing the best that I can.
There they are! Joe! Joe, you're right!
That was an uncalled act of foolishness, Nurse Mills. The fire department are here, capable...
Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Oh, as usual.
It's better.
Yes?
Is there anyone else in there?
Everyone's out now. Why?
Thanks, Wendy.
Air travel, you can keep it. Grabs the body clock right out of the window.
So, how was the trip?
Oh, Africa. Game parks were amazing. Still, I couldn't wait to get back.
So Bruce didn't come back with you?
No, he left me to pack up all his souvenirs and took off to a conference in Durban. Doesn't worry me, though. In fact, I wanted to get back a little earlier. I'm more than a little concerned about your brother.
You've heard from Chris?
Well, he rang the hotel in Harare and said he was leaving the country. And then by the time we got to Cape Town, he was already in London.
Has he made any contact with Alison?
No, I gather not. It's all rather distressing.
Yeah, it is.
Still, at least one of my offspring seems to have found a happy match.
I'll just make some coffee.
So, you've been looking after the house for me?
Yep, no problems. There's some mail and nothing really exciting. And one I couldn't make out. A place called Thornfields wants to talk to Dad.
Thornfields?
I've no idea what his connection with them is. They're a private hospital. You have any idea?
None whatsoever.
Doesn't matter. I'll get in touch with them, find out what it is they want.
Nobody was asphyxiated, Marge, or suffocated, or suffered from third, second, or even first-degree burns. Sorry to disappoint you. But it's business as usual, or at least as best we can. Kirsty, if we could get these people to work, the sooner we get things cleared up, the better. Now, you'll want the main switchboard. Miss Knight will show you where to find it. Cleaners to the old wing, get rid of this damned awful smoky smell.
This way.
Right, fortunately, the main damage was confined to the one corridor. Through that way, I'm sure you'll recognise it.
Doctor.
Yes?
Yes, this metoprolol you prescribed yesterday.
Yes, that's right. 4 hourly. Is there a problem with that?
Well, this particular drug is usually administered orally, not at the other end.
Oh.
Yeah. The Patient thanks you from the heart of his bottom.
Dr. Dodds, I believe you have another patient waiting?
Yes. Right this way,
Not
please.
that patient, Dr. Dodds.
No, I'm afraid you'll have to wait here. Come with me, please. Mr. Lee, isn't it?
Davidson?
Right. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the insurance will cover the costs, but it's hardly a good advertisement.
How is it in the disaster zone?
Mainly superficial, thank goodness.
Well, that's hardly the point, though, is it? We could have had a major catastrophe. The alarm system in the new wing failed completely.
No wonder the quote was so cheap.
Every alarm was thoroughly tested.
Tested by whom?
By the company that installed them.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, the last thing we need in an emergency is improvisation by members of staff. Whatever happened to regular fire drills?
Good question. I would have thought that was your department. Anyhow, cheer up. With a bit of luck, the insurance will stretch to a new coat of paint in the old wing. We'll be right.
You needn't have come in.
I was worried the fire last night might have upset you.
I'm all right. What about you? You should have never run back into the building. You could have been killed.
I couldn't find you outside, so it seemed like the only thing to do. I didn't stop to think about it.
You know, I'm not good at saying these things, but thank you. It means a lot to me, really.
It's okay, Mum.
You know, I care about you, don't you?
Of course I do.
And I've been thinking, if you want to move out of home, why shouldn't you? It's selfish of me to try to stop you. Well, it's unfair that you should have to look after me.
Shh, listen. I've thought about it too, and I've decided I don't want to rush into anything. If I do move out, it won't be until you're better, truly better.
You don't have to do that, you know.
No arguments.
Oh, Joe, you're too good to me.
Morning, Mrs. Jordan. There you go, Joe.
I've got a few things to do, so I'll pop in again during my shift.
All right, thanks, darling.
Joe, hey, how you feeling?
Oh, you know, a bit smoked, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming in after me last night. It was a really crazy thing to do.
It's okay. It's pretty smoky in there.
Certainly was.
Hard to see anything clearly.
Very hard.
I thought I saw something, like... Did you see anything?
Don't tell me you started seeing things too, Steve.
No, of course not. It was obviously just a billow of smoke, that's all.
A billow of smoke that looks strangely like a woman dressed in some sort of uniform, perhaps?
You saw it too?
I decided not to mention it to anyone.
Yeah. Probably the best bet.
Yes, that's definitely shingles.
Thought so. Had them once before, you see. Painful, eh? Shall I put my shirt on now? Doc, is that it for now? Have you finished your examination?
What?
Can I put my shirt back on?
Oh, yes, certainly.
There's not much you can do for it, is there, really?
What? No, I'm sorry, yes. Rest is important, and I'll give you some cream for some relief.
About the shingles. I reckon I know what brought them on.
You do?
Stress. Funny thing, the body. You get a bit upset, things get on top of you. Next thing you know, the old bag's itching like hell. All because of a cat.
A cat?
15 years we were together. It was like he was my best friend. He'd been getting a bit crook as of late. Old age. I knew it was coming, but you're never really prepared, are you? He died in my arms. It was like losing the most valuable thing in the world.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi, I'm Guy Warner. Sir Bruce Warner is my father.
Oh, glad to meet you. You must be very proud of your father.
Yeah.
He's been very generous to Thornfields. The facilities and standards of care would be nothing like they are if it hadn't been for him.
That's great. Actually, he's away at the moment, overseas, and I've been dealing with his affairs. He received a letter asking him to get in touch urgently. I wondered if I could help.
Oh, that's very good of you. Hey, I'll take you through. Oh, charge nearest the pool. This is Guy, wasn't it? Sir Bruce's son.
Oh, pleased to meet you. How can I help?
Well, I was explaining to the nurse that I gathered my father was needed here, but he's overseas. I wondered if I could help.
No, I'm afraid there must be some misunderstanding. The matter can wait until Sir Bruce is back in the country.
There's nothing I can do.
No, I'm afraid that wouldn't be appropriate. It's a personal matter, you see.
All right, I see. Thank you for your time.
Not at all.
Doctor, help me quick. I don't understand it. All I did was tell him about my cat.
Penny for your thoughts.
Not even sure they're worth that much.
Try me.
Well, there's a private hospital, Thornfields. My father's involved in it somehow. I called round there because they wanted to see him. And hardly in the door, and the matron gives me the bum's rush.
Maybe you made them a donation or something, and they wanted to thank him in person, not to his son.
It's not his style. Some big research institute, sure, but not this hospice.
Why not?
Thornfields is a home for the handicapped and disabled. Hardly do a thing for his precious image.
Maybe one of his patients is there.
Why this veil of secrecy?
A deep, dark secret. So Bruce's mad, estranged wife, hidden away in an expensive closet to conceal a blot on the family name. Meanwhile, back in the motel.
Of course. You're a genius.
Thanks.
Hey, Gina, where's your trolley? I'm starving. I cannot face cooking. I've completely lost all my creative energy. Does that mean we all have to suffer? The people on the wards are really missing your trolley rounds. You give them something to look forward to.
Think of the patients, Gina. They'll need all the comfort they can get after last night.
Even compassion for the inflamed can't stir in me the desire to bake.
Hey, guys, is Mum here?
No, she's looking at a house. Shouldn't be long.
Hey, major drama here. You okay?
Bit of smoke, but I'll survive.
That's because she was watching over you.
Who?
The ghost.
Get on the planet, Gina.
It's obvious, really. She must have had a reason, and now we know what it was. She wanted to warn us about the fire. Do you think so? What else? So you reckon she served her cosmic purpose then? No. She'll still be there, keeping an eye on things, but she won't communicate with the living again unless there's another dire emergency. Don't you think so, Jo?
I don't know. I'm only glad I finished with night shift for a while and that Mum and I got out okay. Which kind of relates to you, Kirst.
It does?
I've thought about it and I've decided not to move in. I better stay on with Mum while she still needs me.
Oh.
Sorry I mucked you around.
No, that's okay. I understand. I'll get your money back.
No, you keep it. It'll make up for all the trouble I've caused you.
No trouble, Jo, honestly.
No, keep it. I'll catch you later.
Damn. Why don't things ever work out right between people?
So, Kirst, you looking for a flatmate?
Yeah, a new flat.
So tell me, what's the place like?
Well, it's...
Mother.
Come in, dear.
Just sorting some stuff out for Dad.
Do you want to take some tea with me?
Not right now, thanks.
As you like.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't carry a map of the alarm system round in my head. My secretary's got all the details. I suggest you talk to her.
I will.
So what's your theory on the fire?
Sorry?
Oh, come on. You must have a theory. Everyone else has got one. Arson, lightning strike, faulty wiring, divine intervention.
I don't know. I was in the old ward at the time.
Fire department's hassling me. Insurance company's hassling me. Jenny's hassling me. Who was in the building at the time? When was this last installed? When was that last checked? Who's a smoker? You're a smoker, aren't you?
Occasionally, so.
Nothing.
Look, I had nothing to do with this, so don't point the finger at me just because I like to light up from time to time.
I wasn't suggesting that you did.
My bad habits are my own business, okay? So if you want to point the finger, point it at that stupid company who installed the alarms in here in the first place. At least that's my fault as well.
Jackie, sorry about hassling you.
Oh, it's okay.
It's time we took action. The question is, what action?
Action about what?
It's affecting our work, all of us. It can't go on, Dr. McKenna.
Now listen, I know what happened last night was unfortunate, but at least everyone got evacuated safely and there were no serious injuries. Now the alarm systems will be overhauled. I give you my word on that. So I don't see the need for any rash action that you might come to regret. We are discussing the fire here, aren't we?
Gina.
And Leonard.
Sorry?
Thwarted love. It's tragic. A terrible misunderstanding.
I found Leonard this morning in the examination room. He's crying his heart out. He's not coping at all.
Not to mention the food crisis.
And what has that got to do with Leonard?
Not Leonard, Gina. Yeah, she's lost her creative energy.
She's not cooking anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, this is serious.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.